Badosa Rout Pegula and advances in Beijing. Welcome to Tiebreak News, your go-to channel for the best in tennis. Today, we're diving into the thrilling action from the China Open. Paula Badosa delivered a tennis masterclass by defeating number 2 seed Jessica Pegula in stunning fashion. Plus, Yulia Starodubtseva continues her incredible rise, while Naomi Osaka was forced to withdraw, paving the way for Coco Gauff to reach the quarterfinals. And of course, we'll talk about Zhang's inspiring journey as she advances strongly in Beijing. Get ready for the best highlights and analysis of the top players on the tour. Takeaways. Badosa routs Pegula to reach Beijing quarterfinals. Former world number 2 Paula Badosa secured her 8th career TA1000 level quarterfinal on Tuesday at the China Open, defeating number 2 seed and US Open finalist Jessica Pegula 6-4, 6-0. Having lost to Pegula in their previous 3 meetings, including last month in the Cincinnati semifinals, Badosa's 1 hour and 4-minute win in the round of 16 was impressive in many ways. From being down 3-1 in the first set, Badosa won 11 of the last 12 games, including 8 in a row to close the match. Jessica is one of the players I never liked to face. She's very solid, hits flat, and changes directions really well. So I knew it was going to be tough, Badosa said post-match. Yesterday, I prepared for a battle, but today everything worked perfectly. Badosa highlighted that her movement on the court, as well as her backhand and forehand, were on point during the match, and she fought for every point. Every point was crucial, especially against Jessica, because she can come back at any moment. I'm really happy with this win, honestly. Gauff returns to Beijing quarterfinals after Osaka retires with back injury. Coco Gauff advanced to consecutive China Open quarterfinals after Naomi Osaka withdrew from their match due to a back injury. Osaka, who won the first set 6-3 and was up a break in the second, couldn't hold her lead. Gauff responded by winning 3 straight games before Osaka retired, ending the match at 3-6, 6-4. With this win, Gauff now leads their head-to-head 3-2. Next up, the American will face Ukrainian qualifier Yulia Starodubtseva, who is seeking her first semi-final since the Berlin tournament. Naomi Osaka was seeking her 4th straight win since returning from maternity leave. She started strong, capitalizing on Gauff's errors and securing a break to close out the first set. However, as the second set progressed, signs of caution in Osaka's movements began to show, which opened the door for Gauff to level the match. Gauff capitalized on Osaka's errors and remained solid in the second set, forcing her opponent into a double fault at a critical moment. After securing the second set, Gauff benefited from Osaka's retirement, who apologized for her inability to continue. Gauff graciously helped Osaka off the court with her belongings. Zhang continues winning streak, advances to Beijing quarterfinals. Zhang extended her impressive winning streak at the China Open, defeating Magdalena Frech in the round of 16 by 6-4, 6-2. This marks the 3rd time Zhang has reached the Beijing quarterfinals, making her the lowest-ranked player to do so in the tournament's history. Zhang's dominant performances without losing a set have included victories over players like Emma Navarro and McCartney Kessler, solidifying her comeback. Zhang's journey in Beijing is remarkable, especially since she hadn't won 4 straight matches since the Birmingham final in 2022. Her victory over Navarro, a US Open semi-finalist, was particularly special as it marked her first win over a top 10 player in 2 years. Now she's set to face Paula Badosa in the quarterfinals, aiming for another standout result at a WTA 1000 event. Zhang's recent history is one of resilience and perseverance. After taking a 6-month break due to fatigue and injuries, she returned to the tour with protected entries. With only 1 remaining after the US Open, her coach secured a wild card for Beijing, where Zhang seized the opportunity to improve her ranking and move closer to the top 200. Zhang has overcome adversity before. In 2016, she shocked the world by defeating Simona Halep at the Australian Open after losing her first 14 Grand Slam matches. Just like back then, she is once again proving her ability to make a comeback and compete at the highest level, even when her ranking doesn't reflect her true potential. I learned my lesson, Starodubtseva's path from tough coaching to top 100. Yulia Starodubtseva, born in Kakhovka, Ukraine, endured a childhood of rigorous training under the watchful eye of Annalina Kalinina's grandmother, who coached her from ages 5 to 15. During those years, she learned valuable lessons in discipline, such as being kicked out of a session for not following instructions. These tough experiences, however, shaped her personality and prepared her as an athlete, which is now reflected in her performance on the pro circuit. At the China Open, Starodubtseva made history by reaching her first WTA 1000 quarterfinal. With a victory over 10th seed Anna Kalinskaya, 7-5, 6-0, she secured not only a spot in the quarters, but also her debut in the top 100 of the world rankings. This win against a top 20 player marks a significant breakthrough in her career, establishing her as one of the fastest rising stars in women's tennis. Starodubtseva's journey in professional tennis began humbly. Until March 2022, she relied on donations from friends to cover her tour expenses. However, with support from her coach and boyfriend, Pierce Dolan, she turned those resources into opportunities, qualifying for all 4 Grand Slams in a single season, an unprecedented feat in the Open era. Now, with her financial concerns behind her and newfound confidence, Starodubtseva has faced her challenges with a stronger, more positive mindset. The support of her fellow Ukrainian players and her mental growth since the Monastir season have been crucial to her success. As she prepares for her biggest challenge yet, a quarterfinal clash against Coco Gauff, Starodubtseva knows the key to continuing her rise is maintaining her confidence and not being overawed by her opponents. And that's it for today, folks. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe here at Tiebreak News to stay updated on all the latest in tennis. From Paula Badosa dominating the courts to Zhang's inspiring comeback and epic battles between stars like Gauff and Osaka, you'll find every detail right here. See you in the next video, and stay tuned for more excitement in the world of sports.